हेलो स्टूडेंट। आज हम रिसर्च मैथोलॉजी के यूनिट नंबर 5 में पढ़ेंगे लेक्चर नंबर 19 टू सैंपल टी टेस्ट को ही आगे डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे हम। हाउ टू परफॉर्म द टू सैंपल टी टेस्ट। टू सैंपल टी टेस्ट कैसे परफॉर्म किया जाता है। फॉर ईच ग्रुप वी नीड द एवरेज, स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन एंड सैंपल साइज। दीज आर शोन इन द टेबल। इस तरह से हमने पिछले लेक्चर में हम कंटिन्यू कर रहे थे। मैन और वुमेन के हमने सैंपल लिए थे। सैंपल साइज वुमेन का 10 था और मैन का 13 था, और एवरेज एक्स बार 22.29 था वुमेन के लिए, मैन के लिए 14.95 था, और स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन वुमेन के लिए 5.32 था और मैन के लिए 6.84 था। Without doing any testing, we can see the average for men and women in our samples are not the same. But how different are they? Are the average close enough for us to conclude the mean body fat is the same for the larger population of men and women at the gym? Or are the average too different for us to make this conclusion? तो इसके लिए देखते हैं कंक्लूजन निकालने के लिए क्या हमें चाहिए। We will further explain the principle underlying the two sample t-test in the statistical details section below. But let's first proceed through the steps from beginning to end. We start by calculating our test statistic. This calculation begins with finding the difference between the two averages. The difference between two averages क्या होगा? 22.29 minus 14.95 equals to 7.34. This difference in our sample estimate the difference between the population means for the two groups. Next, we calculate the pooled standard deviation. This will a combined estimate of the overall standard deviation. The estimate adjusts for different group size. First, we calculate the pooled variance S2P equals to N1 minus 1 multiply S21 plus N2 minus 1 into S22 multiply N1 plus N2 minus 2. Then we get 10 minus 1 multiply 5.322 plus 13 minus 1 multiply 6.842 multiply 10 plus 13 minus 2. After calculating we get 38.88. Next we take the square root of pooled variance to get the pooled standard deviation. This is square root of 38.88 is 6.2438 or 6.24. We now have all the pieces or our test statistics. We have the difference of averages, the pooled standard deviation and the sample size. We calculate our test statistic as follows. T equals to difference of group averages. Standard error of difference 7.34 multiply 6.24 multiply square root of 1 upon 10 plus 1 upon 13 equals to 7.342 or 2.80. To evaluate the difference between the mean in order to make decision about our gym program, we compare the test statistic to a theoretical value from the t distribution. This activity involves 4 steps. We decide on the risk we are willing to take for declaring a significant difference. For the body fat data, we decide that we are willing to take 5% risk of saying that the unknown population means for men and women are not equal when they really are. In statistics speaks, the significance level denoted by alpha is set to 0.05. It is good practice to make this decision before collecting the data and before calculating test statistics. We calculate the test statistics. Our test statistics is 2.80. We find the theoretical value from the t distribution based on our null hypothesis, which states that the means for the men and women are equal. Most statistics books have lookup tables for t distribution. You can also find table online. To find this value, we need the significant level alpha equals to 0.05 and the degree of freedom. The degree of freedom df are based on the sample size of the two groups. For the body fat data, this is df equals to n1 plus n2 minus 2 or 21. The value with alpha equals to 0.05 and 21 degree of freedom is 2.080. It is the table value. We compare the value of our statistics 2.80 to the t value. Since 2.80 greater than 2.080, we reject the null hypothesis that the mean body fat for men and women are equal. and conclude that we have evidence body fat in the population is different between men and women. इस तरह से हमें कैलकुलेशन करनी पड़ती है। ये बाई एग्जांपल को क्लियर हो गया होगा कि किस तरह से हमें कैलकुलेशन करनी है। कैलकुलेट वैल्यू ऑफ टी एंड टेबल ऑफ वैल्यू ऑफ टी में कंपैरिजन करते हैं। अब इसको स्टैटिकल डिटेल्स क्या है इसका। लेट्स लुक एट द बॉडी फैट डेटा एंड टू सैंपल टी टेस्ट यूजिंग स्टैटिकल टर्म्स। Our null hypothesis that the underlying population mean are the same. The null hypothesis is written as h naught mu1 equals to mu2. फर्स्ट टॉपिक वाला हमें हाइपोथेसिस ही एजम्पशन लेनी होती है, तो h naught is mu1 equals to mu2. The alternative hypothesis that the mean are not equal. This is written as h1 mu1 not equals to mu2. We calculate the average for each group and then calculate the difference between the two average. This is written x1 bar minus x2 bar. मीन का डिफरेंस निकल जाएगा इससे। We calculate the pooled standard deviation. This assumes that underlying population variances are equal. The pooled variance formula is written as h2p equals to n1 minus 1 multiply h21 plus n2 minus 1 into h22 plus n1 plus n2 minus 2. The formula shows the sample size for the first group as n1 and second group as n2. The standard deviation for the two groups are s1 and s2. This estimate allows the two groups to have different number of observations. The pooled standard deviation is the square root of the variance and written as SP. What is our sample size for the two groups are the same? In this situation, the pooled estimation of variance is simply the average of variance for two groups. H2p equals to H21 plus H22 whole square. The test statistic is calculated as, उस कंडीशन में टेस्ट स्टैटिस्टिक ऐसे फॉलो की जाएगी, x1 बार माइनस x2 बार SP square root of 1 upon n1 plus 1 upon n2. The numerator of the test statistic is the difference between the two groups' averages. It estimates the difference between the two unknown population means. The denominator is an estimate of the standard error of difference between the two unknown population means. Technical detail, इसका technical detail देखें तो for a single mean the standard error is s upon under root n. The formula above extend this idea of two groups that use a pooled estimate for s standard deviation and that can have a different group size. We can compare the test statistics to a t-value with our chosen alpha value and degrees of freedom for our data. Using the body fat data as an example, we set alpha equals to 0.05. The degrees of freedom df are based on the group size and calculated as df equals to n1 plus n2 minus 2 equals to 21. The formula shows the sample size for the first group as n1, second group as n2. Statistician write the t-value with alpha equals to 0.05 and 21 degree of freedom as t 0.0521. The t-value with alpha equals to 0.05 and 21 degree of freedom is 2.080. There are two possible results from our comparison. The test statistic is lower than the t-value. You fail to reject the hypothesis of equal means. You conclude that the data support the assumption that the men and women have the same average body fat. The test statistic is higher than the t-value. You reject the hypothesis of equal means. You do not conclude that men and women have the same average body fat. Now the t-test with unequal variances. अभी हमने इक्वल वेरिएंसेस के लिया था, अब ये अनइक्वल वेरिएंसेस के लिए किस तरह से निकलता है वो करते हैं. When the variances for the two groups are not equal, we cannot use the pooled estimate of standard deviation. Instead, we take the standard error for each group separately. The test statistic is t equals to x1 bar minus x2 bar upon under root of h21 upon n1 plus h22 upon n2. The numerator of the test statistic is the same. It is the difference between the averages of the two groups. The denominator is the estimate of overall standard error of the difference between means. It is based on the separate standard error for each group. The degree of freedom calculation for the t-value is more complex with unequal variances than equal variances and is usually left up to statistical software packages. The key point to remember is that if you cannot use the pooled estimates of standard deviation, you cannot use the simple formula for degree of freedom. Testing for normality. The normality assumption is more important when two groups have small sample sizes or larger than for larger sample sizes. Normal distribution are systematic which means they are even on both sides of the centers. Normal distribution do not have extreme values or outliers. You can check these two features of a normal distribution with graphs. Earlier we decided that body fat data was close enough to normal to go ahead the assumption of normality. The figure below shows the normal quality plot for men and women and support our decision. दिस इज ए प्लॉट नॉर्मल टेस्टिंग फॉर मैन एंड वोमेन. मैन के लिए ये है, इस तरह से डेटा का गॉडनेस ऑफ फिट टेस्ट होगा और वोमेन के लिए इस तरह से होगा. You can also perform normal test for normality using software. The figure above shows the results of testing of normality with GMT software. We test each group separately. Both the test for men and the test for women show that we cannot reject the hypothesis of a normal distribution. We can go ahead with the assumption that the body fat data for men and for women are normally distributed. Testing for unequal variances. Testing for unequal variances is complex. Do not show the calculation detail, but we show the result from GMT software. देखिए इस तरह से इसमें बताया जाएगा. टेस्ट द वेरिएंस आर इक्वल के लिए है ओब्राइन 0.5 0.6073 एफ रेशियो है. DFN नंबर 1 DFN 10 21 पी वैल्यू 0.45 इस तरह से इसका दिया गया है. Without dividing into detail of different type of test for unequal variances, we will use the app test. Before testing, we decide the accepted 10% risk of concluding the variance are equal when they are not. This means we have set alpha equals to 0.10. Like most statistical software, GMT shows the p-value for a test. This is the likelihood of finding a more extreme value of the test statistic than the one observed. It's difficult to calculate the hint. For a figure above with the app test statistic of 1.654, the p-value is 0.4561. This is larger than our alpha value 0.4561 greater than 0.10. We fail to reject the hypothesis of equal variances. In practical terms, we can go ahead with two sample t-tests without assumption of equal variances for two groups. Understanding p-values. What is the p-value? Using a visual, you can check to see if your test statistic is more extreme value in the distribution. T distribution with 21 degree of freedom shows the down. Here's the diagram for alpha equals to 0.05 and 21 degree of freedom. Since our test is two-sided and we have alpha equals to 0.05, the figure shows that the value of 2.080 cut off 2.5% of the data in each of the two tails. Only 5% of data overall further out in the tail than 2.080. Because our test statistic of 2.80 is beyond the cutoff point, we reject the null hypothesis of equal means. Putting it all together with software. Software से भी को कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं, तो इसका सिलेबस में ये करना नहीं है हमें. इससे अदर टॉपिक्स में व्हाट आई हैव मोर देन 2 ग्रुप्स. यदि हमारे पास मोर देन 2 ग्रुप्स हैं तब हमें क्या करना है. If you have more than 2 independent groups, you cannot use the two sample t-test. You should use a multiple comparison method, ANOVA, or analysis of variance. In one such method, other multiple comparison method include the 2K Kramer test, 2K Kramer test of the all pairwise differences, analysis of means, ANOM, to compare group means to the overall means of donut test to compare each group mean to a control mean. What if data are not from normal distribution? मान लो normal distribution से data नहीं है, तब क्या होगा? If your sample size is very small, it might be hard to test for normality. In this situation, you might need to use our understanding of the measurements. For example, for the body fat data, the trainer knows that the underlying distribution of body fat is normally distributed. Even for a very small sample, the trainer would likely go ahead with the t-test and assume normality. What if you know the underlying measurement are not normality distributed? Or what if your sample size is large and the test for normality is rejected? In this situation, you can use non-parametric analysis. These type of analysis do not depend on assumption that the data values are from a specific distribution. For the two sample t-test, the Wilkinson ranks some test is non-parametric test that could be used. So it is the complete lecture. about the t-test details. Now let's complete the lecture. Thanks a lot.